Hi, it's me again, Mrs. Achari. This time I'm going to be showing you an activity that you guys can be doing at home. We've done this in class many times, but it's a good way for you to practice your numbers. So you can do this with any type of numbers, mostly numbers 1 or 0 through 20 would be the best practice for you. So I'm going to show you two different ways today, one with a single digit number and then one with a teen number. So we're going to start with this number 5. Okay, so you'll want to start with the number word. So you can fold up a piece of paper into 6 pieces. You can do this on anything that you see would work for you. You can write it on a whiteboard, piece of paper, the back of an envelope that came in the mail, whatever you want to use. Just, this is a good way to practice your numbers. So we started with the word 5. So we know that that is how you spell 5, F-I-V-E. Now, we are going to continue on. The first thing that we want to do is write the number 5. Our song for 5 is skinny body, belly fat. Number 5 wears a hat. Then we're going to draw a picture of the number 5. This can be any picture that you want, but just remember that math drawings are usually pretty simple. They don't have to have a lot of detail. They're just showing that you know how many things you would have to make 5. So I like to draw a 10 frame when I do this because it helps me see 5 and it helps me visually remember what 5 looks like. So I'm going to do 5 hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so there we have our picture. So we have the number is 5. We wrote the number 5. We drew a picture of the number 5, and now we're going to decompose it. And if you remember, decompose is when we break it on down. So we're going to break the number 5 into 2 different parts, and these can be whatever parts that you want, as long as when you put them back together, they make 5. So we start with 5. 5 is plus So let me think about this. If I have 5 hearts, I could break it into 2 parts. I could break it into 2 and 3. So let's try that. Decompose, break it on down. We start with the whole, which is 5. We break it into parts. I said 3 and 2. Let's make sure that makes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is 3 and 2. 5 equals 3 plus 2. You can try it another way too. After you do 1, you might say, oh, I also know that 5 equals 4 plus 1. So that's called decomposing, and that's when you break the number into parts. Okay, so now we're going to move on and we're going to show it on the number line. So remember, a number line can just be a straight line with 20 little marks, and you're going to move over on the number line 5 times from 0 to show the number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your number 5. Okay, all right, let's move on. And now we are going to do our story problem. This is where you get to make up an addition or subtraction problem about the number 5. So I'm going to use Mabel and Rashid. Mabel had 5 dogs. Rashid had 0 dogs. How many in all? Of course, you don't have to write it all out, but you can just say the problem and make sure that whatever numbers you're using equal up to 5. So Mabel had 5 dogs, Rashid had 0 dogs. How many in all? We're going to circle our 5 and our 0 because we know those are the numbers that we're working with, and we're going to think about the special question, how many in all? When we have in all, we know that means we need to put them together. So if Mabel had 5 and Rashid had 0, we know that together they have 5 plus 0 equals 5. So in the end, our answer is our number of the day. Okay, So we can also do this with a team number. Let me switch this out. Give me a second to erase. Maybe I should have just made a separate video for this, but we'll just hurry up. Okay, when we have a team number, we can start out knowing that it's probably going to be a longer word than a single digit number. So we're gonna work on the number 14 today. Remember, all teen numbers have teen, okay? So 14. All right, so first we write it. 14, first a 1, and then a 4. Number 14 knows the score. Okay, so first a 1 and then a 4. Number 14 knows the score. Okay, so that's 14. So then we're gonna draw a picture. With this one, we know that a teen number is going to have 2 10 frames. And every teen number is going to have one 10 frame that is completely full. Because every teen number starts with a 10, right? We have a 10 and then some 1s. So I'm going to just do 10 dots. That shows me that I have 10 to start out, and then I have 4 more. I have 1 10 and 4 1s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's how we show the number 14 in 2 10 frames. 1 10 and 4 1s. All right, so now we're going to decompose it. Again, we know that 14 is going to be 10 plus some 1s. So when I decompose this, I'm going to say 14, which is the whole number, is 10 plus 4 more. So 14 is 10 and 4, okay? So you can focus on just the 10 and how many more for this activity, but if you want to really challenge yourself, you can figure out other ways to make 14 too. Show it on the number line, same thing. We start at 0. We move over 14 times. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. There's the number 14. Awesome. All right, a story problem again. You don't have to write these out. I'm not going to write it out now, so I can just show you how you could do it without even writing it, okay? So let me tell a story about the number 14. Mabel has 10 goldfish. Rashid has 4 goldfish. How many goldfish do they have all together? Well, again, that's an addition problem because we're asking how many do they have all together. So we're going to take the 10 that Mabel has, 10. We're going to add the 4 that Rashid has, and we're going to know that 10 plus 4 equals 14. So this, my friends, is your number of the day. If you need any assistance, if you would like to practice this at home, please let me know. But it is a great way for you to be practicing your numbers and seeing the numbers from 0 to 20 in all different ways. I hope you have fun. Miss you.